The late Alaafin of Oyo, Iku Baba Yeye's children, they blow hot, warns Queen Dami to stop embarrassing their father. Hello everyone, you're so much welcome. Yes, we all know about the controversial Queen Dami, who, was the queen, one of the queens that left the palace of the Iku Baba Yeye, Kabiesi, Alaafin of Oyo, Obadeyemi, that passed on some years ago. She was chased out of the palace for different things that were insinuated. Some alleged that she was caught doing ta-ta-ta with somebody and all of that. But the truth of the cocoa, we do not know. So, and she was not the only queen that left at that time. Bajira too also left. But our own case has been a case of, should I say, an Adai known? Because even when Papa passed away and other wives went to pay their condolence at the palace, she was chased away. She was chased away. She was not given audience, and her mother. And so she doesn't have that character. She doesn't have that good profile from her late husband. I remember she married Baba at, I think, age 2021. And Baba was about 90 years old at that time. She has one son for Kabiesi. So after that, that time, Gistlover brought her information out that she's stranded and everything. And right on Gistlover's platform. Anyways, where has Gistlover been? There's been a lot of quiet from that side. Moving on. So, Gistlover raised money on the platform and money was donated to her. And after that donation, Dami disappeared again. Nobody saw or heard from her, at least online, for a very long time. We heard here and there that she's been hustling and things are not, chummy again. And she's trying her hands at dating other men and all of that. She's a very extremely young lady. But we were surprised when we now started hearing that she was dating Zazu. That's Portable. In fact, Portable is in a class of musician on his own. Odaduro Gedegbeni. I don't know how we can use adjectives to describe him in a very nice way. But we can just say he's proudly a street, local, ras, but talented, though highly disrespectful musician. Yes. I think those words describe him in a very clear term. So, we heard that he don't put Dami for house without marriage. He put Dami for house, taking care of her and her son, and also rented a shop for her. And then about December, over a month ago, Dami was on a live program with some of her friends, and Portable went there and started lambasting her, saying, "What are you, married woman, doing on top TikTok live? Get out of this chat now." So that one got upset and did a live video also lambasting him, saying, "Don't treat me like that. I'm tired of you. That he doesn't take care of her the way Portable takes care of his first wife, Bewaji." The story was just long and very, very dirty. Very unbecoming and belittling of a woman who has been a wife of Iku Baba Yeye. When Kabiesi started dating or marrying all those small wives, and that's one thing Kabiesi has. Kabiesi will take care of all of them. They were traveling abroad together, wearing the same ashebi together, enjoying life, But they don't know that Bibire Kushefura, Iwama Hone, Omoti, Oba Toti Odegbe Kwabiti Orohun To. Home training is very important. Home training is where you would at least 70%, 80% get the values that you use in your lifetime. So Dami's case is just whatever it is. That's the picture of how far she's gone with Portable. And after that, we thought that was going to be the end. Frida took her in. Started helping her with making creams, because we all know that people who make creams in Nigeria, all these organic cream producers of organic cream, they make so much freaking money, man. And Frida is one of those successful, highly successful business women who have ventured into cream making. But oh yeah, Dami apparently had issues with Frida, and everything just scatter online. As in scatter. And she wanted to return to Portable. Anyway, àwọn àgbààgbà did a TikTok live where Dami was present, Farida was present, Mama Isabod was present, one Ajia was present. People were present and they were like talking senses into her to be like, okay, share. And at the point she called Frida her name, and Frida was like, don't let me hear that from you. Frida is 52 years old, for crying out loud. And Dami is just about 25. So she's old enough to be her mother. And from the way Dami talks, ẹ mọ̀ wípé Yorùbá ní ọmọ tó ń fi jó lẹ́nu kékeré, ó ti yá wa tá gbọ́ Yorùbá dáadáa. As in, the kind of home training. There's a way you will see a girl or a boy or a lady or a man, when they talk, you will know. But I don't think Dami has it. So in that conversation, when Mama Isabel was asking her that, what made you run away from the palace? Was it not because you were knocking up and down? And she went quiet and like, she doesn't want to talk about her and Kabiyesi, that she doesn't want to talk about Ile Kabiyesi, and that's, I'll quote her, Oko mélòó ni Kabiyesi ní lábẹ́? And people are like, hey, lẹ́nu Dami, how could you say that kind of thing of your ex-husband and a revered, an honorable first-class Oba in Nigeria? Pé kíní mélòó ló ní lábẹ́? Ọlọ́run ọba o, ojú gbà mí tì fún Dami. I'm always saying it for those of you who are very conversant on our platform here. I say, women, when you are done with a man or he's done with you and you're no longer together, watch what you say, especially tí ọmọ bá ti dà yín papọ̀. We don't know that we are somehow traumatizing our children these days. We don't have an idea. We don't. And the internet never forgets. It's going to bring it to them. Your children's classmates, their friends, their colleagues will bully them and poke them for all these things that you as a mother loosely say online. And Kabiyesi has plenty children. Oh my God, plenty children. Tọ́lọ́run máa wò wọ́n pọ̀. Do you think they'll be happy hearing àwọn ìyàwó ìrọ̀lẹ́ ayé Kabiyesi saying that gbòòlà mélòó ni bàbá ní lábẹ́? That's dirty. Ìwọ tó lọ gbà fún bàbá 90 years old, great grandfather ẹ̀, kí ló expect tẹ́lẹ̀? Energy of a 21-year-old man. They play. Bínú ṣe bí àwọn ọmọ Kábíyèsí nìyẹn bó ṣe kọ lẹ́tà yìí. Ẹ jẹ́ ká sáré ka lẹ́tà yẹn pápápá. Lẹ́tà yẹn sọ wípé, Dami, we have noticed you have been granting interviews recently, which is entirely your choice. However, we strongly request that you refrain from mentioning our father in your conversation. Will you be comfortable if someone spoke negatively about your late father? Even if it wouldn't bother you, we find your remarks about our father deeply unsettling. This behavior has become increasingly embarrassing and unacceptable. You're not the only ex-wife of our father, and it's time to move on with your life. Please stop tarnishing our family name with unnecessary and disrespectful comments. Be warned. You are no longer a part of our family. Any further remarks that tarnish the memory of our family name will not be tolerated, and we reserve the right to take appropriate legal or reputational actions if necessary. We hope this serves as a clear and final warning. Lobaton, ẹ jẹ́ ká sáré move lọ sí comment section. Somebody said, as much as I don't agree with Dami, flippant mouth and harassed behavior and a shameless way of life, enough of the threat. You all children should stop already. She was and will always be your stepmom and part of your family. She didn't call your name. She called her former husband's name. Deal with yourselves. You should have done your homework before she got into your family. Since you couldn't do anything then, because you all don't have a say then, you still don't have a say now. Deal with it and live with it and move on with your lives too. She's your load. Carry on well. No baton. Another commenter now responded saying, But she herself doesn't want that position of a stepmom now. She keeps demeaning and disrespecting the man. Makes it seem like she was never into that relationship. Keeps spoiling his supposed esteemed personality and office. I believe it is very well okay for his kids to come to his defense. Should everyone desert the man? That is how you know they are not bastards. If the supposed wife would not honor the man's memory, let his kids do. As adults, we all have exes. We don't go about disrespecting them so cheaply. Another person said, my dear, the man is late. Most times silence is golden. Now they are bringing unnecessary spotlight on themselves. I insist they don't have. Shebi, and even now, I don't understand what this person says here. Okay, and even now, the man you're defending married this flippant child. You couldn't and didn't stop in. Ignore her and don't behave as if you're important now, when they weren't before. You said we are adults, so as adults we should know the battle to fight. This no be their fight. They should get busy. If the man didn't mind his honor in his lifetime, why would now one fight for him when he don't buy? Belongs to them all. Another person said, they're supposed to teach her and portable lessons they will never forget. Even the Yoruba Oba is supposed to do something to both of them. A disgrace to one monarch is disgrace to entire monarch. Now wow. Another person said, Omo Gota ni Omo Dami. Another said, so, who fit date portable? It is Zazu. Wonder what part of Queen Dami was. Another said, Omo Sonny Dami. Another said, good move. Another said, this is good. Make them sell portable letter too, because the guy can't fight Dami without involving the king. No respect for Ria. They make them allow the man rest, Jari. Another person said, make you people shall not buy this girl, sha. Na wahala too much. Another said, Dami won't spoil. We way fair in color, but God no go gree beauty and brainless. Another person said, no matter how well you clean up a pig will always be a pig. Just unfortunate that the late monarch had to pick this thing to be one of his queens. So, baton, ẹ̀yin Kilero, èmi rò wípé as ọmọ Yorùbá, ó dà pé a ti ń lose values wa. Ọmọ tó kọ́ tó mèdè Yorùbá sọ, I believe pé wọ́n fi ọpọlọ Yorùbá náà sí lọ́pọlọ wípé àwọn nǹkan kan wà téèyàn ò kì í sọ síta. And when you leave a particular man, you're moving to the next. Be careful of how you talk about him, or else you're going to make yourself unattractive to the next reasonable and respectable man that could show interest in you. Mi mọ̀ bí mo tún ṣe fẹ́ sọ yẹn. Nígbà tí ọkùnrin tó bá ti rìn háàyè pé mo dá mi yẹn láti ọkàn mo dẹ̀ láìkẹ́ o, tó wá ń gbọ́ nǹkan tó ń sọ sí orí online nípa ẹni tó ti fẹ́ tẹ́lẹ̀ pé okó mélòó lọ ní lábẹ́. That has painted a picture over your beauty. Character níwà èèyàn. Ṣẹ́rí beauty yẹn ó wà important o, but ṣẹ́rí character ìyẹn ni kókó. Ẹ̀rọ àwọn other wives wọ́n ti gbórí wọlé. Ìtí bàbá bá fẹ́ ṣe anniversary bàbá a celebrate bàbá sórí platform ẹ̀ ó dẹ̀ ti tán nìyẹn. Àwọn ìyàwó tó kù rí lé gbà. Dami ò rí lé gbà o. Ẹ lọ wo TikTok live ìyẹn dàpá ti post ẹ̀ sórí page wa rí. Kẹ́ gbọ́ gbogbo bó ṣe wà very very uncouth. In fact, our friends Mandy Kiss and One House of Tayo were warning her to say, babes, don't be so loose with the way you're talking. Àwọn ọmọ tí ò jáde tọkọra jáde sẹ́gbẹ́ kan tó ń sọ fún wọn ló ń sọ pa Frida pé àwọn tí Frida mọ̀ láyé òun ò mọ̀ ó lè fi status sí tiẹ̀ wé ti Frida. You can't. Ẹgbẹ́ ìyá ẹ ni Frida, number one. Number two, Frida is a successful woman through and through. Ìwọ náà lọ wá ní ìjẹ́ kó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní máa build brand there. Frida has been on her brand for over 20 years or 30 years. Ìwọ náà lọ bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti ibìkan kò rí bó ṣe ń rí. Without you being dependent on one particular man tó máa jí láàárọ̀ ọjọ́ kan tó máa fẹsẹ̀ dágbà ẹ̀ nù. I don't know what work we are doing as mothers. Our mother is alive. I don't know what kind of orientation they have, but we can do better. Because she's very young. She's very, very young. One of Alaafin of Oyo'S, as you know, daughters have even said it pé ó ti kọ́kọ́ já ní morning last week. Ó dẹ̀ sọ fún pé ọmọ tó gbé dání yẹn ṣòro bá mọ̀ pé pọ́tà lẹ ti rà. Ẹ jẹ́ ká sọ yẹn di podcast mi kí lẹ feel pẹ̀lú warning tí àwọn ọmọ Aláàfin of Ọ̀yọ́ já fún Queen Dami ẹ bá drop ẹ sí comment section ire o.